Hi, it's Matt Bisogno here from tennisprofits.com, and we've been working on something that I think is pretty exciting. We're calling it our tennis system builder, and essentially what it does is it takes all of the variables that we have in the match stats page and makes them available as rules for you to build systems against. So on the left hand side here we've got the overarching criteria, and then in the main body of the window there's an area where you can add your system rules. On the right hand side there are saved systems, and at the bottom of the main area of the window is an option to run a full back test and see the qualifying matches and players. So let me just talk you through this very quickly. As I say, on the left hand side you can choose your surface, either all surfaces or a specific surface. This is for the historical research. You can choose the tour level. Here I've got it set to main. A date range, I've got 1 year here. Gender, all male or female. And there's a round filter as well if you want to use that. You can select to have a minimum number of matches played in order for a player to qualify, and you can choose for an odds range filter as well if you'd like to do that, if you don't want to bet very short or lay very short, or if you don't want to bet or lay very long priced horses, then you can put an odds range filter in here. In the main body of the window, as I say, we've got the system rules. So I've got 4 rules here, and the first one is service hold percentage. For each rule you can choose greater than or less than, and then a percentage of your choice. If you're not clear what the tour average is, just click the tour average button and that will pre-populate that number into the system rules. So that's just a handy shortcut if you want to have, say, 5% above or below a tour average number. You can do that very simply just by clicking this tour average link there. So I've got service hold, opponent hold, loss set 1, 1 set 2, and tie breaks. Not quite arbitrarily selected, but you know, there wouldn't be a huge amount of science gone into that. And you can see that in this particular example, first of all, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner here, I've got a profitable system with a 70% win rate, an ROI of 54%, and a profit of 21 points against these research criteria, so in the last year. If I click this run full backtest button, I'm going to get a list of all the qualifying matches, and these are them. And I've ordered it here by date, but you can order it by player, by whatever you like really. One of the things to order it by is odds. So you can see in this example, the lowest price the lowest price tennis players were the least profitable, and you know, that might just be randomness, but I can see that if I changed my odds criteria to be 1.8, I would make this system more profitable. But that is kind of backfitting things. So again, you know, I haven't really put too much science into these criteria, so I'm not suggesting that this is a playable angle, even though it is a profitable one. And obviously you'll have your own ideas to play with. But changing that odds range to start at 1.8. These are Betfair odds, by the way, and any profit is calculated with a 2% commission. So you can see here, for instance, this winning match, Darderi versus Baez, was 2.92, and the return was 1.88 rather than 1.92. So that just reflects the commission being paid. You can sort by, you can just say, show me the first round and second round matches, and you can you can alternatively say just show me the final, semi-final and quarter-final matches. So you can slice and dice the round to see what you want to see in this data. You can export it to a CSV. You can search for a particular player. You can have quite a bit of fun with this, looking for potential angles. And of course, most importantly, history is great, but if we love this angle and we want to bet it, then we need to know which matches qualify in the future. And you can see here that I've got 3 matches highlighted today and tomorrow. Hamid Medjedovic, Francis Tiafoe and Casper Ruud, all highlighted as potential value to beat their opponents. Now, we haven't got the odds in here. I should say that this is still work in progress, so there's a few more things we want to do. We want to do a little bit of charting probably, so you can see how angles have performed over time, and maybe a couple more variables to add in. But we're most of the way there. Definitely want to be able to give you a personalized report each day with any qualifiers for saved systems that you might have. So that's something else that we want to do. So my guess is that we'll probably have this finished sometime during the French Open, but I definitely won't be putting it live while that's on, because I want to make sure that everything's running swimmingly for you while you're betting or trading the French. And but this will be essentially ready for, I'd be disappointed if it's not ready immediately after the French Open. So what are we talking there? Kind of beginning of June. Well in time for Wimbledon, but also in time for the grass swing. And obviously you can do some work with the grass surface here specifically, which is a surface that doesn't suit all players. So that's something that we're playing around with at the moment, the Tennis System Builder. It's going to be available, I think, in a fortnight or so's time, let's say 3 weeks time. Yeah, I'm very excited to share it with you. That's all for this video. I hope you like the look of it and are excited to have a play in due course. And this is Matt Bisogno saying thank you for watching and goodbye for now.